Hello, class. Is there a God? Do we exist? What is time? Are we all connected? Or are you alone? Now, what if I told you these are questions that plagued the mind of man for centuries? Now, there's people who believe they found the answer to these questions using an hallucinogen called LSD, which derives from the fungus ergot, which particularly grows on plants and rye. 1938. 32-year-old Albert Hofmann, a chemist working for Sandoz Pharmaceutical in Switzerland, synthesized LSD for the first time. 1943, April 16th. As I arrived home, I sank into a drunkenness, which wasn't unpleasant, which was characterized by extreme imagination. As I lay down, I closed my eyes and I experienced light like no other bright. Albert Hofmann. Now, what if I told you there's many influential people who experimented with LSD, such as Steve Jobs and Francis Crick, who is the modern father of genetics? Now, if this is your first time taking LSD or even seeing LSD, it usually comes in a liquid form or on a piece of cardboard which has cartoons or very crazy colors on it. Now, if this is your first time taking LSD, I recommend 20 to 30 micrograms. So there's some rules about LSD as well, such as make sure there's a time and a place to do it, and make sure you're emotionally stable. So now you wait 30 to 40 minutes to wait to kick in. For the lower dosage, you'll start feeling a very euphoric feeling, nothing too heavy. But from 90 micrograms to 300 micrograms, you'll start feeling the very heavy effects, such as colors will look HD. When you close your eyes, some describe it as a kaleidoscope. Your body becomes difficult and disorienting. Spiritual, religious, and outer body experiences will happen at this dosage, or could happen at this dosage. This may be too strong for the first time user. And if it is too strong for the first time user, it can cause panic, which would be the worst thing to do while you're tripping on LSD. Some of the negatives about LSD is going to be it's a class 1 drug, a class schedule 1 drug, which means there's no medical use and it's highly potential for abuse. There's no physical harm and a non-toxic, but it does impair your judgment, so it can be fatal using, i.e., car crash or even heavy machinery. It is a powerful amplifier, so if you're feeling sick, mad, sad, generally hate the world or have a bad feeling, do not take LSD because it alters your brain chemistry, which can make extreme mood change. My friend actually took LSD once and asked us to watch him, and then he suddenly got afraid, believing that his mom would find out. So he started panicking, and then he got mad at us that we're telling him he was not. So he started just yelling and stuff. So we actually had to tie him down. We actually locked him in the bathroom for about 4 hours until he actually started calming down. It was pretty scary, actually. Another negative is flashbacks. Flashbacks usually come from weeks, months, or even years after the last dosage. No one knows how they trigger yet. Some of the effects are hallucinations, crazy colors, seeing things that are not there. Scientists have theories of why they come. They believe after taking LSD, it produces a chemical in your brain that actually triggers out of nowhere. LSD also produces a tolerance, which means the user must consume more and more to achieve that euphoric feeling they felt last time. Recent studies conducted by the UK researchers Robin Harris and Dr. Robert Harris and PhD David Knight recently discovered in the multi-curricular discussion analyzation that LSD is one of the least harmful drugs to the user and people around them. In the mental and nervous disease of 2014, many PhDs and MDs discovered that in controlled conditions and very close analyzation, administering LSD to terminally ill patients reduces the anxiety. So on the non-scientific effect, expanding your mind, your very euphoric feeling, a connection with the universe, video, sounds, lights all feel almost like a unique feeling to the user. When coming back to reality, the feeling of it feels like a distant memory. So right now, what you learned today was the effects of LSD. So now I'm not saying let's go take LSD and go trip at Wonderland. What I'm saying is that there's medical benefits and there needs to be more research done to find if there's more negatives than benefits or benefits over negatives. So now it's your choice to choose the coin.